Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for another video. Right here, on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there, you know where, in the description box below. So show them your love and support and all that good shit. And don't forget to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're real. If you're not, please get a life and get some fucking mental help. Because you have a serious problem. It's called obsession. And you seriously need help. I don't. Because I don't obsess about nobody. On this website or in general. But I digress. But anyway, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. And we all know what to do with that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, you know, you missed it. That's all I gotta say about that. So like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. That's all there is to it. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. It's the weekend, motherfuckers, the first official weekend of August the 11th, 2023. Hope everybody is having a great day, and hopefully you have a great weekend, and if not, well, that's too bad for you. Pretty much it. But to everybody else, hope you have a great Friday and hope you have a great weekend. I'm having a fabulous day. I'm going to have a fabulous night. Going to see some indie wrestling. Meeting some good people. Be with my real friends, because I do have real friends, ladies and gentlemen, that are better than you. And you know it. Way better than you. Just saying. I'm just saying. They don't do YouTube videos talking about the same fucking people every fucking day. But that is what it is in the critique, commentary community, whatever it's called. It is what it is. I mean, I don't really care if people talk about me and they play my videos on their garbage channels. I don't care. But thanks for watching, and thanks for making me more popular. Give me more attention. Not that I need it, but thank you. But it is what it is, but keep being obsessed little minions that have no lives and probably have no job. And if you do have a job, then you should focus on that, not focus on people that have mental disabilities. I'm just saying. You don't see me doing that on any of my channels. But it is pretty much what it is. That's that. Quick little update about the Shadow Slayer channel. People are saying it doesn't exist. I'm actually gonna go on it right now. And I'm gonna see. Give me 1 second. I'm doing. Actually, let me go to YouTube before I even do that. But in any case, still can't get into the goddamn email. I don't know why, because it's on my old phone and my old number, and I can't get into that. So I'm trying other ways to recover it, but it's looking more and more likely that I will delete the Shadow Slayer channel that I've had for many years, and just go with the backup for now until I can maybe get into it. But I mean, even if I delete the channel, delete the email, I mean, it is what it is. So I had a good run with that channel, 280 subs. Probably go down the drain, but it is what it is. I start over, and building slowly on the backup channel. So subscribe to the backup channel. Link will be down below in the gobbledygook. Let me just look it up, actually, because I think it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. 281 subs, actually. And it's still there. So just type in the Shadow Slayer without spaces. And it's still there. So people think it doesn't exist. You're wrong. That's all I gotta say about that. But the Shadow Slayer official channel is still up for now. But probably won't be up for too much longer. Because if I can't get into the Gmail account, then it's pretty much history. So that's why I made the backup. So the backup will probably be turning into the main channel pretty soon. So check it out. I got 2 videos up already on that. Probably be putting more up in the future. I got episode 3 will probably be all-in predictions. Episode 4 will be payback predictions, and then episode 5 will be all-out predictions. So I got a lot of predictions videos coming your way. The next 3 videos on that channel. So check it out when they are up by the end of this month. And then I might do episode 6 will probably be my Labor Day vlog, and then that'll be it. I'm not gonna be using it like all the time, but just here and there. So when I need to do predictions videos or vlogs or whatever I feel like doing on it. Well, that's all it is to it. Let me move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday afternoon, August the 11th, 2023, it is time for your late and out-of-date Ring of Honor TV review for August the 10th, 2023. Alright, so last night's show was pretty decent. Lots of good shit happening. We had the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, I can't believe she's still a champ, Athena in action. Don't know when she's gonna lose that goddamn belt and to who. But, she's dealing with a lot of interesting things now with people like Diamante. What was dealing with Diamante last week, and then she beat her, and now she's going on, still the champ. But we had a lot of good stuff on the show. We had the creators of Creator Pro in Long Island fighting it out, Tony Nese and Pat Buck. That was pretty nice. Rachel Ellering was on the show in a proving ground match against Athena. You think she won? No. But nice to see her. And all that good shit. We got the 6-man tag team champions in action. Well, in a tag team match, not the 6-man tag team champions, which were the Gates of Agony and Brian Cage, with, part of the Mogul Embassy, my good friend, the real prince of the former prophecy, now the Prince of the Purge. That's my good friend Prince Nana. So they were in action. Layla Hirsch returns. That's pretty nice. Taking on my sweetheart and Angelica, not Angelica, Angelica Risk. And that ass. Ugh. I remember meeting her at an indie show for the first time. Ooh, she is gorgeous. And her name is not Angelica, it's Angelica. But man, she can twerk. Oy, oy, oy. Man, I would love... No, I'm not even going to go there. I would say something, but she might be watching. But you never know. But anyway, we had that. Billy Starks of GCW on the show in a match with Robin Renegade of the Renegade Twins. And we also had the finals of the Ring of Honor TV title #1 contenders tournament between Shane Taylor, former Ring of Honor TV champion, and the man that, well, I would say Gravity forgot, but that's Pac. But it's Gravity. Surprisingly, I thought that Dalton Castle was in this tournament. I guess not. But yeah. So we have a new #1 contender for Samoa Joe's TV title, since Dalton was supposed to get the title shot. I don't even think I think he did or he didn't, and if he did, he lost. It sucks. But, you know, Joe's going on another historic TV title run. Getting close to 1 year right now. But we'll see what happens with that. But I think he's got a huge problem in his way. Besides Punk at All In Joe Punk 5, which is going to be fucking epic. And that's pretty much it. Speaking of All In 2, they broke the record for most tickets sold. They have sold more tickets than SummerSlam 92, which was in London, which had 79,136, I believe. I could be off on the number. But as of now, All In has sold over 79,000, almost getting close to 79,400 seats. That is amazing. Amazing for a pay-per-view that has like 4 or 5 matches already announced. It could probably be more. You know, Tony Khan probably have like 5-6 more matches on the show. And I still don't understand why the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles is on the pre-show, with MJF and Adam Cole, baby, taking on Aussie Open. The pre-show. That should be on the main show as the start, the opening match. I'm just saying, because you got MJF and Cole, which is probably going to end the show. They should have that the tag title match begin the show, and then you have the world title match end the show, which is going to be like 3 hours later anyway. I just think that's bad fucking booking by Mr. Booker of the Year, Tony Khan, man. Just saying. But, you know, we'll talk about that when we get there in a couple weeks. And we move on. Alright, so let's get to the show. And we begin the show, speaking of Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle comes out with the boys, you know, the Tate twins. Brandon and I forgot the other guy's name. What's the Tate twins? And 2 other boys. And he brought back the little chicks, the baby chicks, which I thought was nice. And I didn't know this, but Dalton Castle used to be a radio DJ back in the day. I did not know that, because I was, looking up stuff from In This Moment, you know, because I do research for music and stuff like that. And I came across an interview that Maria did in Albany, because she is from the New York area. She's a New York chick. Yeah, she's from upstate New York, Schenectady, New York. But I think now she moved to L.A. Like everybody else moves to L.A. or moves to Florida. If you get old, what are you gonna do? You gonna move to Florida, be with DeSantis, or you gonna move to Smogsville, USA, called L.A. and be with that schmuck Gavin Newsom? Pick your poison. I'd rather be with DeSantis. Just me. Was he gonna win? Is he gonna be the next president of the United States? Probably not. Probably not if, Mr. Donald Trump has anything to say about that. Even if he's in prison, he will be probably be the next fucking president of the United States. That'll be something. The next president of the United States, Donald Trump, doing business in prison. That's huge. I gotta get all of these bars. But anyway, Dalton Castle was a radio DJ for a radio station in Albany under his, I think that's his actual real name is Dalton. I don't think his real name is Dalton Castle, but Dalton Castle was a radio DJ, and he did an interview with Maria Brink. I think it was during the, I don't know if it was, I think it was doing the Blood album. It was like, I think it was like 2012, 2013. And I was like, it said Dalton Castle. I'm like, no, it can't be that Dalton Castle. So, I clicked the video, and it's Dalton Castle. Holy shit! He's a DJ back in the day. Now he's a wrestler. Who knew you could be a DJ, and then next thing you know, you're Ring of Honor World Champ in the next, 4 or 5 years. I mean, I was a college DJ, and I did some wrestling training. I didn't go far with that. But I do have wrestling training, ladies and gentlemen. Trained by the legend himself, Joel Maximo. But I digress on that. We'll move on. Anyway, so Dalton Castle takes on Slim J of the Trustbusters. They're still around. Anyway, was a meh match. Starts out with Slim J hitting a springboard dropkick from the middle rope. Then he almost launches himself into the air into a bangarang by Dalton, but got to the ropes just to escape. Dalton then catches him with a running knee on the apron, sending him to the floor. And then they go back in the ring. Dalton got some high double leg takedowns. Then he hits the bangarang on Slim J. 1, 2, 3. Dalton Castle is your winner. And we'll see if he can get back into the TV title picture or maybe the world title picture. Well, we'll see what happens with that. So, pretty decent win for Dalton. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we will now move on. Alright, then we go to the back with Lexi Nair. She's with one of the owners of, well, not even owner, but he has been in Creative Pro with his good buddy, Smart Mark Sterling. That's the premier athlete, Tony Nese. So they declined the opportunity to wrestle one of the owners of Creative Pro, besides Brian Myers, and that's Pat Buck. So Tony and Smart Mark are like, nah, we're not gonna fight him. Nah, he's old and washed up. But instead, we'll hold an obesity intervention. Wow, really? Let's have an intervention about people who are fat! You're fat! You son of a bitch! You're fucking fat! Scott, stop. Calm down, Scott, calm down. I know they're fat, alright? Just take it easy, okay? I'll be complete... Scott, stop it. Take the steroids, alright? Stop it. Yeah, I know. Okay. Scott Steiner, you gotta love Scott Steiner. If you don't like Scott Steiner, you have a problem. Just don't meet him at a convention and you look fat because he might call you fat. Then again, if you bring your girlfriend, he might leave with her. This goes on to all my freaks out there. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me. That's how I got Rosa. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Anyway, because she hears what I have to say, she'll beat me up. And not in a good way. But I digress. Anyway, so they're gonna have this obesity intervention later on in the show. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to a very quick tag team match player. And usually on Ring of Honor, we have the squash matches galore. Really, Dalton and Slim J wasn't really a squash match per se. But Tony Khan, loves to put on 2 3-minute squash matches. Or maybe even less than 2 minutes. Did I say 3 minutes? Yes, I did. But anyway, we get the Iron Savages, or Bear Country, of Bear Boulder and Bear Bronson. They take on, 2 local talents named Brady Pierce. Is he related to Adam Pierce? No, because his name is Pierce, 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 R-C-E. Adam Pearce is P-E-A-R-C-E. Anyway, and I guess Mustafa Ali's brother, Lucky Ali. He wasn't so lucky last night. But anyway, yeah, they beat the fuck out of these two Hamanagers. Lucky Ali gets the savage sauce from Jack Jameson, one of the other members of the group. And he's not jacked, like Devon, when Joe Gertner would introduce him. He's rough, tough, chiseled, and jacked. Back in the day. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I used to go to college with Joe Gertner. And he did give me ECW tickets to the Philly shows. Good man. He's a good man, that Joe Gertner. I wanted him to do a promo for me back in the day, but this was like way before I even started YouTube 14 years ago. We went to school in 2006, 2007, before I even kind of knew about YouTube, but, didn't even have a phone or a camcorder, or even could do it off my computer at the time. But yeah, we were in college together. We actually were classmates, and we did a project together. We got an A+. Of course, come on. Of course I got an A, because I have a 4.0 education. Come on now. Went to one of the best colleges in the world, Brooklyn College. So stay in school, ladies and gentlemen, because if not, you can become one of these schmucks on YouTube. Not me, but, you can become a schmuck on YouTube that shows their cack, or, thinks they're internet tough guys, but they're not, but, So, stay in school, get your education, get a job. Or if you think YouTube is a job, then you got problems, dude. You got problems if you're making like you get like 1,000 to 3,000 views a video, man, you get like this much money, dude. So you're gonna live off like 5 cents? Great. Or you can just mooch off the government. Just saying. But anyway, Jake, he gets the savage sauce from Savage Jacked Jameson, and then Bear Brother drops Bear Bronson from his shoulders onto Lucky Ali, who wasn't so lucky. 1, 2, 3, the Iron Savages get the win in a squash match that I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Moving on. Alright, then we go to another squash match. Another tag team match player. We have the infantry of Charlie Bravo, no relation to Johnny Bravo, and the captain, Sean Dean. They take on Movie Mike and Zicky Dice. I heard of Zicky Dice. I think he wrestled in GCW for a little bit. He's like one of those indie guys. Movie Mike, I have no idea who this guy is. He's not Magic Mike or anything like that. By the way, that movie sucked. And the second one sucked too. Even if it had, it was the second, the first one had Kevin Nash and, the dude that played Alcide in True Blood. I forgot his actual name, but it's Alcide the werewolf in True Blood. And then they had the second one, and I think it was the second, then they had the third one with Salma Hayek. Oh. Probably one of my favorite actresses of all time. Next to Halle Berry. That's Halle Berry for you dumb people who don't know what I just said. But yeah, I mean, I love Halle Berry. I love Salma Hayek. I mean, with a passion, I love Salma Hayek. She's 50, what is she now? 55, 56 years old. Still has an amazing set of tits. Oh my god. But man, she got a kid now. She's married to some lucky guy. It should have been me. Because, man, I would go to fucking town on her. Holy shit. And Halle Berry. Holy crap. But, you know, I got Rosa. I mean, Rosa's no Salma Hayek, but, you know. I still love her. 15 goddamn years. Probably another 15 more. God. But anyway, we move on. So yeah. So the infantry take on Movie Mike and Zicky Dice. Nothing to see here. Sean Dean. Actually, Dean catches Movie Mike with a spinning DDT, and then a big boot into a Russian leg sweep combo on Mr. Movie Mike. 1, 2, 3. The infantry get the win. Didn't give two shits. And I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And let's move on. Then we go to the back with Lexi Nair once again. This time her guest is legit Layla Hirsch, coming back from her really bad leg injury that she suffered, I think, a few months to almost a year ago. So she comes in, she wants a shot at the women's title. And then Maria Kanellis, hey, where have you been? Besides my bedroom. Shh. Don't tell Mike Bennett that. But anyway, Maria Kanellis interrupts, and she says to Layla that you could use more confidence, but I'll be watching your match later on tonight. In the night. Is Maria recruiting? We'll see. That's that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Move on. Alright, then we go back to the men for men's action. Lee Moriarty, the man that's banging, I think he's banging Julia Hart. Lucky him. I think he's engaged to her. It's either, I think it's him or Sean Dean. I forget which one. But anyway, Lee Moriarty in action against former TNA superstar Andrew Everett. Speaking of Impact celebrating their 100th episode. Is it 100? Yeah, Impact, I think it is. Not TNA, obviously. Impact is celebrating, I think it said Impact 100? Something like that. And they're supposed to bring back all the old people that used to be in TNA and Impact. I mean, the Dudley Boys are reuniting for that show in September when is that show? I think it's the 7th or the 9th of September. That should be good, see the Dudley Boys. Bubba Ray and Devon. Oh, my brother! Testify! Sad that he's retired, but he's a Hall of Famer, 2-time Hall of Famer, by the way, TNA and WWE. So, there you go. So, they're going to be on the show, and reuniting for the first time in years, well, in Impact, I should say, TNA and Impact, the beautiful people of the lovely Velvet Sky, who's going to let those pigeons loose. And another hottie that I met in, when did I meet her? Back in March, I believe. That's, Angelina Love. So the beautiful people are coming back. That's pretty nice. They'll probably just come out, gyrate their pussies on the middle rope. Lucky cameraman. That's it. Just to see them would be nice. That's that. So anyway, Andrew Everett, former X Division champion. And actually, I believe he is, I don't know if he's going out with her, but he's been on her Twitch channel, and that's Courtney Rush, otherwise known as, we all know who she is. If you don't know who she is, you don't know Impact history, and that's Rosemary, my demon assassin, my demon bride, the person that gave me the name of the prophecy, and put the stamp of approval on it. Oh no, yeah, I got a receipt for that. Just go to my PG Ranch channel. Got a receipt for that. I got a video receipt for that one. But it is what it is. That's that. So, we move on. Alright, so this was an actually better match. So with Lee catching Angel with an arm wringer, stomps him down to take control. Then he ties Everett up in the ropes, works over his injured leg. I didn't even know he had an injured leg. Then he works over his arm, gets a near fall with a front chancery suplex into a bridge. That was pretty nice. Everett comes back, hits a Falcon Arrow for a near fall. Hey, you can't win with that. The only person that can win with that is a guy named Dom Dom. Dominic Guerrero, and Hikaru Shida. That's the only people that can actually win with a Falcon Arrow. But I digress. So he gets a near fall out of that, and then Andrew goes for a shooting star press off the top, but missed as Moriarty got out of the way, hits a clothesline, and then he picks up Andrew for 1905 airplane spin, which gets turned into the Border City Stretch. Ouch. And Everett had no choice but to tap out. So Lee Moriarty is your winner. Well, I guess they broke up the firm with him. He was in it. Big Cass was in it. Now Big Cass is part of the embassy. Well, I guess he is because he teamed with Brian Cage, and Prince Nana was out there, so I guess he is in the embassy. And then Stokely Hathaway is now the booker, or one of the on the board of directors for Ring of Honor. And everybody else that was in the infantry went, not the infantry, sorry. The firm went bye-bye, MJF on his own. They broke that group up real quick. So Lee Moriarty on his own right now. In Ring of Honor, doing some good shit. And he picks up the win over Andrew Everett. Match gave 3 out of 5 stars. That's it. Then we go to Tony Nese and Pat Buck. Battle of the owner of Creator Pro and person that has been in Wrestle Pro and Creator Pro in they ran out of Long Island and they go to Jersey. They've been mostly now in Jersey. They haven't really, I think they're supposed to come back to Brooklyn sometime. I don't know when, but I have to have a talk with the owner of that promotion. But we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, Tony Nese and Pat Buck have a match. It's also with Tony Nese hitting a springboard moonsault for a near fall. Pat Buck comes back, hits sky high for a near fall. Hey, D-Lo knows that move. And then Pat sets up a power bomb, but Tony Nese transitions into a cradle for a near fall. Then he hits the running knee in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Tony Nese is your winner. And that's pretty much it. Not going to say any more. Alright, then we go to the back where the workhorsemen of J.D. Drake and Anthony Henry say his name and he appears. I believe in Anthony Henry. No, not that guy from TNA. Not, Joe Hendry. I mean, it's the same thing, but, says I like to say it with Anthony Henry. Anyway, so the workhorsemen are in the back. They get confronted by the 6-man tag team champions. 2/3 of that. The Gates of Agony, Bishop Quan! I know not Quan! And Toa Lioa, they come in with my good friend Prince Nana. And Nana tells them, if you win the match coming up with us, you get a 6-man tag team title shot with a partner of your choosing. I wonder what partner that could be. We'll have to see what happens with that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, I gotta finish this up because I gotta get out of here. Anyway, moving on back to the women for a Proving Ground match. The Ring of Honor Women's Champion Athena takes on Rachel Ellering. If Rachel can beat Athena, she gets a Ring of Honor title match. Or if she goes the time limit, she also gets a title shot. So Rachel gave it her own. She started off with a slam and then a senton for a near fall. Athena missed a standing moonsault, but she cuts off Rachel with a running forearm. Then she sends Rachel to the floor, falls her out with a drop kick through the ropes. Ow. And then on the floor, she tosses Rachel into the commentary table. Sadly did not hit Ian Riccaboni. Damn. Anyway, well, don't hit Nigel and don't hit the Pasta. Caprice Coleman, don't hit those guys. I mean, those guys are cool. Just Ian Riccaboni, he is what he is. And that's that. Anyway, So she sends her into the commentary table, then the guardrails, and back in the ring, where she locks in a cravat to wear her down. So a little bit of a, cool rest period. Rachel breaks free of that, mounts a comeback, hits a big boot, then a spinning elbow, and then a sling blade. Then she hits the ever-popular Black Hole Slam, made popular by Abyss. Hits that for a near fall. She goes up to the middle rope, but Athena yanks her down, then hits the O-face. 1, 2, 3. Athena continues her undefeated ways. And that's pretty much it. 7-minute match, I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. So, who's going to beat Athena for the belt? You got me. I have no idea. I doubt it's going to be somebody like Mercedes Moné. Definitely not going to be Mandy, because I think she's kind of retired from the ring. I don't know what's going on with her, besides doing her, content. I don't know who else they can pick. Kyrie's going back to WWE. I mean, she re-signed with WWE. She might be on tonight on SmackDown to be with my first wife, Asuka. Maybe going after my third wife, Io, for her women's championship. We'll have to see what happens with that. I'm going to watch that later tonight when I get home. I don't know who could beat Athena at this point. I don't know. Unless it's Mandy Leon, or maybe someone like my sweetheart Kelly Klein returning to wrestling. Woo! Unless it's somebody from Japan, like Mina Sakamura or Rio or somebody like that. I don't know. I think she'll just hold the title for like another year or two. She's almost getting close to a year. She won it at Final Battle, so I don't know. I don't know. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to the a tag team match, the Gates of Agony, Bishop Quan and Toa Leona taking on J.D. Drake and Anthony Henry. And if the Workhorsemen win, they get a 6-man tag team title match. So, it was a pretty back-and-forth match, but we're going to get near the end, because I want to finish this up and upload this before I have to leave. I have to leave in about a half hour, so I'm going to try to get this done pretty quick. We're getting near the end. Drake takes out both members of the Gates of Agony with a suicide plancha. And then Anthony Henry comes off the top with a splash onto Bishop Quan for a near fall. And then J.D. Drake holds Bishop Quan open for a double stomp from Anthony Henry. Goes to the pin, but Bishop Quan crawls across the ring with Anthony Henry on top of him to get the rope break. And then J.D. Drake goes up to the middle rope and misses a moonsault. And that was it for him, as the Gates of Agony plant him face first to the mat with their finisher. I don't even know what that's called. But they get the win. So no 6-man tag team title shot for you. So the Gates of Agony pick up the win. Makes Prince Nana pretty damn happy. So that's pretty much it. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we will move on. Alright, then we go back to the women. We have legit Layla Hirsch against my homegirl, Angelica Risk. Well, it was a pretty damn short match, as Angelica tapped out to a basic Fujiwara armbar. Really? Come on, Angelica. I mean, really? I mean, if this was like in an indie show, I would look at my watch and see how much time. Like 1 minute. 1 minute. Come on now, and Helga, you're better than that. I'm sorry. I love you, but come on. I know it's Layla Hirsch. She's a great wrestler. I've known her for years because she was on the indie circuit here in New York and in other promotions. Now she's in. She was in AEW for a little bit, going after the then AEW Women's title, then the NWA Women's title. Then she got hurt with that horrific leg injury, knee injury. I think it was a leg injury. Now she's back. wants to get back to, you know, the title picture, which I understand. But she puts Angelica Risk away pretty damn quick. So just the win, match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. That's that. Alright, then we go backstage. Whoops. I went past my notes. Where am I here? There we go. There we go. Okay, so we go backstage with Lexi Nair and Athena. And Athena confirms with Lexi that she is the face of the Ring of Honor. Well, just the women's division, not the entire fucking promotion. That's a little bit too much there, Athena. Just saying. So she says she's the face of the Ring of Honor women's division. Then she takes Lexi with her to look for more women to beat up. Yeah, let's go down to the corner and find some whores to beat up. Why not? Anyway. And like I said, who's going to beat Athena? Who's going to actually give her a challenge besides people like Willow Nightingale, Mercedes Martinez, you know, people like that? Because everybody that's really faced her, besides maybe Rachel Ellering, has really been kind of mediocre talent at best. Sad to say, but, you know, really Athena hasn't been challenged since, you know, Death Before Dishonor, you know, with Willow Nightingale. That's it. That is it. Who's she going to lose to? When? That remains to be seen. I don't even think Tony Khan can find somebody to beat her at this point. We'll see. That's that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go back to the ring with the men. We have Cole Carter. Hey, why don't you... There you are. Cole Carter, which his AEW contract ended. I guess now he's part of Ring of Honor. That's, 2 Dimes, by the way, for those of you who don't know who he is. That's 2 Dimes. Who was rumored to come back with, Tony D and Stax at, the Great American Bash, no, not the Great American Bash, the last week on NXT, but then we saw Santos Escobar come back. But Cole Carter, still around, he's still in the... Well, he's in Ring of Honor now. He's no longer on the roster page for AEW. So Cole Carter takes on an OG of Ring of Honor. That's Red Titus, Addicted to Love. That was a pretty meh match. Starts off with Red missing a drop kick. Cole hits one of his own. Then he tries a basic chin lock. But Rhett escapes, hits a double underhook suplex. Then he works over Cole's back for a little bit. Hits a big-time lariato. That's clothesline. Then Rhett hits a dropkick for a near fall. Cole Carter comes back with a flying knee. Then hits a overhead backbreaker into a DDT. Interesting move for the win. So Cole Carter beats an OG like Red Titus. That's it. Match was alright. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. We move on. Alright, after that we go back to the women. We have Billy Starks taking on one half of the Renegade twins. That's Robin Renegade with her sister Charlotte Renegade at ringside. And you know there's going to be some twin magic like the Bella Sluts. So we kind of got a little bit of that during the match. But near the end, Robin drives Billy into the mat head first, for a near fall. But Billy dumps Robin to the floor and hits both of them with a suicide plancha. Gets back in the ring, takes Robin back in the ring, hits a swanton bomb. 1, 2, 3, Billy Starks gets the win. Pretty decent match. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. For those of you who don't know who Billy Starks is, go watch GCW. She's in and out of the promotion. She was tag team champions, I believe, with Effie. So, now Effie's just like a hardcore, like, getting the fucking shit beat out of him half the time. Oy. Guy's a sick fuck. But he is what he is. That's Effie. For a pretty damn good promotion like GCW, you know, that's, my good friend and yours, that's Nick fucking Cage, MDK all day, motherfucker. and his other good friend, Maki Ito, motherfucker! I can't believe Maki Ito, of all people, is in GCW, beating up. I think she's supposed to have a fatal 4-way match with another beast, Masha Slamovich. I think Stephanie DeLander, we all know who she is if you haven't watched NXT in the past, hangs out with Matt Cardona. They're not together, but they're, a unit. The ever popular Matt fucking Cardona. I forgot who the fourth person is in that Fatal 4-Way match, but it's gonna be pretty damn, exciting. Surprisingly, Steph DeLander is like hardcore to the bone. Who knew? Who knew? Now she's hanging out with Cardona of all people. But yeah, Maki Ito, motherfucker! In GCW, doing some good shit. Gotta love her. You gotta love Maki Ito. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so, Billy Starks gets the win. Like I said, match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Charlotte comes in. Not that Charlotte, not horse-faced Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Renegade runs in, and the Renegade Twins double team her. And then Athena comes out. Athena? She comes out, takes out Roman with a big boot, then lays out Charlotte with a forearm. Then she sets up Billy to drive her head first into the women's title. But she was about to do it, and it's like, nah. I'm gonna leave you alone there, Billy Starks, for a little bit. I beat you before. But anyway, yeah, so I guess we're gonna get maybe another match with Athena and Billy Starks. We'll see. And that's that. Let's move on. Alright, then we go to the back once again with Lexi Nair. Mediating a disagreement between Josh the Goods Woods and Smart Mark Sterling. Josh thought he'd be more successful in singles action rather be in tag team action with, Tony Nese. So he wants to kind of, that didn't really go that well. And his singles career hasn't really been going anywhere. So he's kind of pissed off about that. Tells Mark Sterling about that. Mark agrees to get him a match with Silas Young, the last real man on Earth. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea to ask for a match with former Ring of Honor TV champion, and tag team champion, Silas Young, the last real man on Earth. The man that looks like Von Kaiser. But it is what it is, so we'll have to see what happens in the weeks to come. So I gave that little segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening, the finals of the TV title #1 Contenders Tournament. We had, like I said, the former Ring of Honor TV champion, Shane Taylor of Shane Taylor Productions, taking on Gravity, Mr. Luchador himself. Pretty decent match. Gravity doing his, slow motion crap. And then, he's doing his high-flying stuff. To cut off the big man, Shane Taylor. But Shane didn't take him actually seriously. He sets off a splash from the middle row. Gravity bounced up and cuts him off. He picks up Taylor and gives him a Samoan drop. Good lord, that's showing a lot of strength. And, Shane Taylor, for what it's worth, he's a big guy. He is strong. And I met the guy, too, backstage at a Ring of Honor show. Well, I met Silas Young. I met, Kelly Klein. I met the Bucks, of course. Who did I meet? I think it was Lady Frost. I forget who else, but yeah, met him in the parking lot, and then I met him going back not inside, because the Hammerstein Ballroom is this way, and then you go through the parking lot, and then there's another part of the building, the back part of the building. That's what, it's like the loading dock, if you've been in the Hammerstein Ballroom. So, I was over there, and I met a couple of the wrestlers, and, took some pictures and shit. Back in the day. I think it was 2016, 2017, I forget what year. But anyway, so, yeah, Gravity showing his strength, hitting a Samoan drop on Shane Taylor from the middle rope. Gravity comes off the top with a splash, but Taylor gets his legs up. Then he hits the old Kevin Steen package power driver. 1, 2, 3. Shane Taylor is your winner. He wins the tournament, and he will face Samoa Joe for the TV title. And that match is going to be big, beefy men slapping meat in that ring. And I think, Joe, Dalton gave him a good match. Mark Briscoe, all the Briscoe brothers. Gotta pay homage to Jay Briscoe. You great man. You reach for the sky, boy. So, he gave Samoa Joe a good match. Should have won the title. Was actually supposed to go for the title at Death Before Dishonor, but then he hurt his knee. He's gonna be out for I don't know how long. Hopefully he comes back by Final Battle. Goes after Joe, beats Joe, and ends his almost 1-year run as champ. It'd be great for him to come back, finally win a major title, a singles title. Do it for Jay at Final Battle. Why not? They won the titles at Final Battle for the 13th time, and then a couple months later, Jay passed on, which sucked. It is what it is, and that's that. Alright, so Samoa Joe and Shane Taylor will fight for the Ring of Honor title. Speaking of Joe comes out. Well, actually, he doesn't come out. Shane Taylor gets on the mic. He's like, "Bring me Joe!" And then throws down the mic. And that ends Ring of Honor TV for this week. So we'll see what happens next week with Shane Taylor and Samoa Joe. When that match might happen, might be on TV. Actually, I don't even know when the next actual Ring of Honor pay-per-view might be. If it's going to be Best in the World or it's going to be All-Star Extravaganza. It'll probably be All-Star Extravaganza. Then again, it might be Glory by Honor coming up maybe in October. Then they'll lead into Final Battle in December. Better be in New York. Hasn't been in New York since 2019. That was the last actual New York Ring of Honor show. So it's been getting close to 4 years there, Tony Khan! And my good friend Kerry Silken, give us what we want. Ring of Honor back at the Hammerstein Ballroom. The place that Kevin Steen built. That's why we call it the Hammerstein Ballroom, not the Hammerstein Ballroom. It's the Hammerstein Ballroom. I'm glad I'm going to be there in right after Thanksgiving for In This Moment coming back to New York. Thank the Lord. And my good friend Ash Costello of New Year's Day. Haha. Gonna see that. Gonna see my good friends, in this moment. Gonna see my sweetheart Ash Costello. Gonna see Avatar. I've seen them like 50 times. Not even 50. Again. Avatar is a great band to see live. They're good. They're good. Avatar is great. New Year's Day, amazing. They're always great to see. In This Moment, what can I say, for 18 goddamn years. And I'm gonna see for the first time Ice Nine Kills on the Kiss of Death tour. So, I wasn't thinking, that they announced the tour dates already, going all the way up until, I think, like, December. And I was like, God, and I saw it, I was like, no New York date. There's not a lot of people come to the city, I don't know why. I don't know why. You got the former PlayStation Theater, I don't even know what it's called now. There, you got that arena, you got MSG. And you got the Hammerstein, you got so many places that bands can play. Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and you can come to, other parts of Brooklyn, the little dinky-dink shows, or you go to the Coney Island Amphitheater, where Black Label Society was. I went to that concert. But yeah, not many, it's been a while since bands have come to, like, the Hammerstein Ballroom, or even, there's still some bands that have come to the Gramercy, like the Butcher Babies and stuff like that, and Irving Plaza, rarely now, but In This Moment hasn't been in New York City since 2019 during the Sisters of Mayhem tour with Hailstorm and Ash. New Year's Day. That's when I first met Ash. Well, I said Wash, but I first met Ash Costello the first time. Then I met her again at an acoustic show in 2020 before, right around the pandemic, when the pandemic started. And that was the last time I actually went to a concert. Because of the fucking virus. But finally, they announced New York City right after Thanksgiving. So I can't wait for that. Tickets are on sale now at the Hammerstein box office or on Ticketmaster, wherever you get your tickets. They're going fast, so better get them. I already ordered mine, so I'm going. So just got to save up for the VIP. Probably not going to do I would love to do the In This Moment VIP because they have a tier on the VIP where you can be on stage again. But I think it's like a lot of money. I think it's like $150 just to do that. I don't know how much it's going to be for New Year's Day's VIP. So I'm thinking I'm hopefully going to have enough money to do the VIP for New Year's Day, but it's very limited. So I'm going to try my best to do the New Year's Day meet and greet, which will probably be after the show. Most likely after the show. Well, the first time that was after the show, and I didn't get home till like 1:30 in the morning. Because there wasn't that many people to meet Ash, but I was like the second or third person online for after the show. We had to meet up at the merch tent and everything, and did that. We went downstairs into the where usually when Ring of Honor does their shows, they do the meet and greets downstairs in the basement, where the bathrooms are. Blah 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 blah. But they'll probably do. I would think they would do something down there again, for probably just to meet Ash. I don't think it would be the band again, or the rest of the band. Probably just meet Ash. But that'd be fine. I mean, I meet her again. I was like, hey, you remember me? I'm like, hey, Wash. Yeah, she probably was like, what? No, I wouldn't say Wash. It's like, remember the guy that was on your Instagram page and called you Wash by accident? I meant to say Ash. Oh, that's you? Of course, it's me. She'll probably give me a hug and a smoochy smooch. And yes, we still make a good couple. Filming that herself. I'm not lying about that. She, when we first met her, she put her arm around me. I was nervous as fuck. And she says, oh, don't we make a good couple? I didn't say nothing. I should say, you just think? But she was with her then soon-to-be husband at the time. And what's sad is some little bit of sad news with Ash Costello. Her and her husband, Ash, announced on Instagram that she was pregnant. But there was I think last night or the day before, she announced to her fans that she lost a baby. Sucks. So, my thoughts and prayers go out to Ash Costello and her husband. Sad to lose a baby and everything like that. It's always a great time when you're pregnant and everything. And then, sometimes, God just says, nope, not ready yet. Don't take it out on God. Just sometimes your body ain't ready for it. So, my thoughts and prayers go out to Ash Costello and, her husband and the rest of New Year's Day and the fans and everything. But, just take some time and, try again. And that's pretty much it, Ash and her husband, I think his name is Jeremy. Very good people, by the way. Very good people. They're madly in love. They've been married for, a couple years now. They look great together. I mean, Joe Cotella and Maria Brink have been inseparable for the last few years. I'm like, dude, Joe Cotella, if you're watching this, I know you're not, but Joe Cotella of the band Dead, D-E-D, Dead, please, for the love of God, put a ring on that finger of Maria Brink, please. I mean, it'll be the greatest day in the history, and in this moment's history. if, you know, he marries Maria Brink. I think that they gotta get married. They've been going together for, I think, 3, 4, 5 years now. But, I mean, seriously, put a ring on that finger. Please. And then invite me to the wedding. Me and the missus, please. Please. I know we're not going to get an invite, but, you know, never know. But in any case, yeah, really, I think Maria Brink and Joe Cotella should get married. I mean, they've been going, they're in so much love, and, you know, you never know, you know, what happened. Maybe Maria gets pregnant next. Who knows? Who knows? I'm the Godfather. No, I'm kidding. But in any case, yeah, we got that. So we move on with that. You know, I went on a tangent, you know, with, you know, so hopefully Ring of Honor, you know, comes back to pay-per-view in New York City for Final Battle. But we got a long way to go. It's only August 11th, so we'll have to see what happens between now and maybe November. Around the beginning of November, they'll probably talk about Final Battle, where it might be. But if they can get the Hammerstein Ballroom again, I think maybe Tony Khan can possibly do that. It'll be great. And then it'll probably sell out real quick. It'll sell out, so even getting a ringside seat will be, forget it. I'll probably have to sit in the balcony, one of the balconies. You know, at least I go there. You know, that maybe I could save up some money for the meet and greet. See what happens with that. But anyway, we move on with that. So Shane Taylor versus Samoa Joe coming up for the Ring of Honor TV title. And a lot of good shit on this show. I thought it was a pretty solid show, and I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comments section. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button on this channel, my other channels as well. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Let me move on. Alright, so I gotta get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your co-cute. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's it. See you guys later. I'm out. Peace!